Declan Geraghty. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 6 rounds in a super welterweight contest. Your referee in charge of the action, Podrick O'Roctagon, and your timekeeper, Alex McKenzie. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, officially weighing in at 72.5 kilos, making his 7th professional appearance inside the ring tonight and wearing black shorts. From Newry, Northern Ireland, please welcome Allan the Great White. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the red corner, officially weighing in at 73.15 kilos, with a professional record of 25 wins, 5 losses, 5 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight wearing red and grey shorts from Dublin, Ireland. Please welcome Declan Pretty Boy Geraghty.
Welcome back for fight number 3, a special attraction with the return of Declan Geraghty versus everyone's favourite journeyman, Allan White.
Yeah, no, the fight number 3 straight in on our first All-Irish clash of the night. Kind of a raucous reception from the crowd there for Declan Geraghty, you know, Dublin native, very popular fighter.
Fighting up in weight here, Declan coming in just above the middleweight limit. He's looking for one more go. He maybe has eyes at some of the light welterweights and welterweights around the place, but he can't overlook tonight against Allan White, who's a solid fighter who is more of a natural light middleweight than Declan definitely is.
Absolutely, you know, Declan, a lead champion at 49 kg the first time around, I believe, and then I think 52 or 56. An exceptionally skilled boxer, as we're seeing here. You know, his feints, his head movement, his choice of shots.
And I will say about Declan Geraghty, known as being a back foot boxer, silky southpaw, but when he senses an opportunity, or if he senses that maybe he's a level above an opponent, he will look to do damage early and look to get Allan White out of there, and he did start very aggressively in this fight.
He did. There's been some powerful shots landed there, a couple of nice uppercuts. You know, Allan's feeling them when he's working the body there. There was 2 nice body shots. Again, you know, Declan isn't here to do overtime like any professional boxer.
Yeah, Declan and Allan both fought in November on the inaugural JB show. Allan making his debut, whereas sorry, no, not Allan's debut. Allan was fighting, was it Glenn Byrne who's making his debut? Whereas Deco had the fight, first round knockout, and announced his retirement afterwards. Since then, Declan obviously turned around that retirement, and Allan's fought a number of Irish debutants. He, as I was saying, he's fought Glenn Byrne, he also has fought John Boyd, and
I believe he's fought
Shawnee Murray as well.
Yeah, fighting later tonight. Yeah.
He's been very busy these last few months, Allan White, and he can't be affording to hold Declan's hand here. He's going to need to fight for every second of this round, because Declan is looking to land some big left hooks there again.
He is, and Declan, for those of us who've seen him over the years, is an exceptional counter puncher as well. So you need to make as little mistakes as possible, or he will make you pay. You know, this has been an all-action round so far. You know, and Declan is going for, as you said, Joe, he's not going to wait around if he senses an opportunity.
Not known as a puncher, Declan, obviously, but with these small gloves on, shots can do damage, and we've seen him hurt guys repeatedly throughout his career.
No, we have, and look, he is carrying that bit of extra weight now. You know, this is at a heavier weight than normal. And
Phil Sutcliffe Senior in the corner there with Declan Geraghty, along with Andy O'Neill.
Let's see if the force continues like the second, or, you know, is there a bit of a break going to be taken here? Declan has put a lot of focus on those hooks to the body, but he just switched one to the head there, and Allan will need to be very careful.
Big left hand landed there, and probably if Allan White was a couple of millimeters more forward, that could have been serious trouble for him. It is interesting to see Declan Geraghty on the front foot stalking as well, because it's not what we came to know him as in the amateurs and the pros early days.
Another lovely body shot, and yeah, absolutely, it's a style switch effectively here.
Another great left hand there from Declan Geraghty.
Followed up by a left to the body. You know, he's making Allan work for, you know, work for the payday today.
People have questioned Declan's motives and his commitment here, but I will say he does look like he's having fun in there.
He does, and I think that's probably part of why he came back from retirement. He wasn't done enjoying it, you know, the fun was still there, and he certainly looks like he's having a good time here tonight. I think this may be a statement to let you know the potential Irish welterweights. I believe that would be the title he'd like to challenge for. That, you know, he still means business.
We have heard talk of Dylan Moran and Owen O'Neill, two former, not opponents, but almost opponents of Declan Geraghty. They may be fighting in the Fela this August in Belfast, but I know Declan will be more than willing to step in if either of them aren't able to make that arrangement.
Absolutely, especially I believe if, you know, there was any opportunity to have an Irish title on the line. That's one thing I know that Declan is looking to win. He just wants it, you know, to round off what's been a stellar career, both amateur and professional.
Declan as an amateur would have been...
Oh, that was a massive right hook there from Declan. Allan did well to, you know, take it on the chin and keep going.
He's been investing so much into the left hand there. I think Allan just maybe wasn't expecting the right hook and did serious damage there. That's probably the most hurt I've seen Allan from an Irish opponent. Another great left hand there from Declan Geraghty. Allan White's really having to fight here just to try stem the flow of Declan Geraghty.
Very true. Look, Allan and fighters like him, the journeymen, they serve a massive purpose to kind of young prospects, but I don't think that's what we would class Declan as, and he's perhaps a level above her in every department.
The face of Allan White covered in blood as he goes.
Seconds out, round 3.
Final instruction from Phil Sutcliffe there, just telling Declan to let the hands go. I don't know what he thought he was doing in rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, he must have been watching a different fight to us, because there's been a lot of leather traded here so far.
Right hook and spin away from Declan Geraghty.
The mouth slightly open from Declan. Is he maybe going to take a small break here? He hasn't took the foot off the gas for a second so far. Andy O'Neill giving clear instructions to Declan there from the corner. You know, someone of Declan's technical ability, he's stalking Allan somewhat here for what I believe would be a shot to that cut that we can see. That, you know, it's not very bad, but, you know, a couple of shots on that and it could really open up. And now we're seeing the Declan that we all know, the back foot, counter punch, technical boxer.
Yeah, Allan just trying to establish a bit of a beachhead here, because the second round was quite torrid. But he's doing better so far. But again, as I say, that Declan Geraghty with a nice flurry and
beautiful
the uppercuts inside.
uppercuts.
Uppercut
That was
to the
body
body
shots.
there, yeah.
Yeah, I think Allan White's corner may need to assess this fight at the moment. I'm not sure if he needs to be in here for one more round. His face is a mess. That cut is opening up, and I hate to say it, but he's being toyed with her. Some fancy footwork from Declan there. I don't think he senses much danger here. The hands are quite low. He's looking for that big highlight reel KO.
Again, we were talking about cliches in the last fight, but in terms of Irish boxing cliches, probably don't underrate Declan Geraghty, or just referencing just how good Declan Geraghty is, because you see his domestic fights with Marco McCullough, with John O'Carroll, with James Tennyson. Like, sometimes you forget that he was an elite amateur, and just the skills here when you're fighting against, let's say, journeyman opposition, you do see just how talented these fighters are once you go above Irish level.
Absolutely, you know, this is a guy who has drilled technical boxing every day for probably 20 years now, since he was a child. As we enter the break round.
Seconds out. Round 4.
It shows the fighting spirit, I suppose, of Allan White. He's definitely not a guy to lie down for anybody.
No. But just as you say that, a glob of blood leaks out of Allan White's nose. He has taken a serious shellacking tonight so far against Declan Geraghty. But to his credit, he's still there, although Declan Geraghty, after maybe, would you say, a round off in the third, is back centre ring and taking front foot here.
He is, and you know, there's a bit of an air that he senses a finish here. There's a lot going into these punches, and you know, Declan has done many rounds over the years. He knows it's only 3 minutes. As we spoke about earlier, you know, Allan is generally fighting guys making their debut 1-0, 2-0. This is, you can't blame any journeyman for, you know, taking a beating off a guy like Declan.
Yeah, Allan White's used to fighting guys who are full of nervous energy, whereas after, 30 pro fights, I don't think there's any nervous energy left in Declan Geraghty unless he gets the big fights he's looking for. This is his bread and butter here.
Yeah, this is what he does, apologies, day in, day out, you know. Slowing down a small bit from both guys here, but you still sense that Declan's looking to let a big one go. Allan is a proper road warrior, you know. He's in there, he's not taking any nonsense. He's letting Declan know I'm still here.
But as you say, that you do see Declan Geraghty hands down by his knees at this stage. He is, and we mean no offense to Allan White here, but he is toying with him.
He is, and you know, regardless of the physicality, it's very difficult mentally for the guy to see someone like Declan in front of you, hands down, taunting you, like the previous fight we seen with Sasado, trying to goad young Kane Lewis in. Declan is just looking for that. Except if you make a mistake against Declan, you could be in dire trouble.
So accurate, Declan Geraghty, yes. Just slips the shot there, lands in a uppercut, and the nose splays open again from Allan White.
I think only one of these fighters might be happy to hear the final bell. I think Declan may have expected it to come earlier, but look, it has been, unfortunately for Allan, it has been a beatdown.
Yeah, there was a bit unclear about the length of this fight. It is a 4, I believe, but it was previously advertised as a 6. I'm not sure if Declan probably would have preferred it to go 6. Warning there from Paul McCrory just for a shot to the back of the head.
We're into the final 10 seconds here, and the fight is going to go the distance. It's massively impressive from Allan White to kind of survive what has been a difficult night's work. And a smile straight away. That is a tough man.
Well, as I say, that I believe.
Declan may be getting a finish here.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Geraghty moving to the back foot for the start of this 5th round.
Declan is he's prioritising those short lefts to the body, and Yeah, I think they may pay dividends this round and the next round. You know, both men are clearly quite tired.
What is that, the Kenny Egan special, isn't it? Left uppercut to the body.
Yeah, it's almost a liver shot, to be honest. And I wouldn't like to be Allan right now. Another one sunk in.
Sunk in there. We could hear that through the headphones.
Slower pace for this round, but still some very accurate and you know, spiteful shots being landed.
And slipping well as well, Declan, on the occasion that Allan White throws back. Looking for the big shot there, Declan Geraghty. A big left overhand, just missed as Allan White retreats to the ropes.
Declan with his hands on his knees. He really is trying to just lure Allan into that one mistake. The crowd encouraging Declan to end the fight.
I think you are right, though. I think Declan may be seeing his gas tank just move into the red a little bit here.
Slightly, maybe he was as surprised as us to see it be a 6-rounder. No, look, he is, but as we've seen, the single shots are enough to win Declan the round here. He's very difficult to hit, as has always been the case, and he's very accurate. But Allan is still giving it a go, you know. Allan White has to be massively commended here.
Yeah, thankless task against Declan Geraghty. As you're saying, just a stark difference to the type of fighters he's been fighting the last 6 months or so. But a good,
No, it is, and look at
it is a good experience for Allan White.
It allows Allan to gauge the kind of guys he should be fighting, you know. And there's a win or two in Allan. We've seen some very impressive performances against the young prospects. We're getting a small bit of a phone box fight here, but I'm not sure either guy has the gas tank to stand and trade in the middle.
Bit of a coming together there between Allan White and Porgo Rockligon.
Both guys have heard that klaxon and
a knowing smile between the two of them there as we move into the final 3 minutes.
6 or 9 minutes additional, you're going, oh. Surprisingly, we're seeing the end of this fight. Both men need to be commended. I'd wonder will we see too many bursts in this round, as I think both guys are feeling that it is exceptionally warm in here tonight, especially under those lights. As we say that, there's bombs traded.
Yeah, I was wondering, was there going to be a gentleman's agreement, as you maybe suggested, but Declan throws and lands heavy early on.
Yeah, no, it's clear that Declan's in here to get the finish by the looks of it, but you know, it's very difficult against a guy like Allan who has experience in surviving and has proved his toughness here tonight. Hasn't flinched with the cut over the eye.
Good left hook to the body there from Declan Geraghty. Yet again, I feel like I've said that about 30 times tonight already.
He tried it again.
A smile from Deco to the commentators there.
And there's now he's enjoying himself in there, and I think we're going to see Declan Geraghty in the ring as long as he's enjoying it. And he certainly enjoyed it tonight.
Exactly, yeah. People talk about boxing being the loneliest sport and the hardest sport, but for a lot of people it is their life and it is something that they love, and Declan Geraghty just loves boxing.
He does, and you know, it's noisy in here. He has a good fan base. It was quite loud when he entered the ring. And he has shown that skill barometer hasn't wore down.
Stalking Allan White, not actually throwing anything, winking at us again, and there he goes. 3-punch combination that opens up Allan White's nose again. But he's not here to lay down again. Allan White does sink in a body shot there. Just a little reminder that, like, don't take too many liberties with me.
Now Allan fires back. He's a man that is going to prove to many boxers, you need to respect me. And I'm sure Declan Geraghty's going to have a massive amount of respect for Allan after this.
Now, I'm not sure, is that a cut over the right eye of Declan Geraghty, or is that blood from Allan White?
I
But
believe it's blood from Allan from what we can see from her. There's blood all over Declan at this stage. Allan doesn't seem too bothered by it at all either, though. You know, we're seeing two guys who've had a tough war here. You know, Allan has had to survive. Declan has had to try get a finish.
yeah, there might be questions over how big the tank is, but the tank was empty by Declan Geraghty tonight.
Now the killer instinct is very, very much alive within Declan. That was impressive. You know, well done to Allan White on getting through 6 rounds with an exceptional talent.
Solid 6 rounds there, yeah, for both fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 free rounds, we go to Padraig O'Rourke's scorecards. Padraig scores about 60-54 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision,